Let's get into it.
Video games, video games. I like to collect video games. Video games, video games. I like to collect video games.
Yo, 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 welcome back. I'm James with PlayStation Ain't Dead, back with another pickups video. This is going to be my PS5 pickups for the month of August. So we'll jump right into it. If you haven't been here before, please check out my playlist of my pickups. I usually do this monthly. Going for a full PS5 set. So we'll jump into it here. A lot of stuff here. We'll kind of get some of this big stuff out the way. But yeah, check it out first. They got the controversial Concord PS5 controller. Yeah, so this was weird because this was supposed to come out on the day of launch, and I feel like a few people that I've seen didn't get this the day of launch. Got the game, obviously, of course, but not the controller. And to me, I think the controller's dope. This is probably the most recent PS5 controller design since, I want to say, the Spider-Man one. So game, I played the game. It's fun if you have people to play with, or people that are not just being dumb. It is fun, despite a lot of the reviews, and I know it didn't sell that well. So I could see this probably going to like a free-to-play game at some point, but who knows? We'll see. I think a lot of people are just mad about it's another not looter shooter, but it's another hero shooter game. It's it's $40 price tag. I think Sony was like, well, shit, we got Helldivers that came out earlier this year, $40 game as well, and it did like crazy numbers. So I think they were hoping the same with this one, and it might have been like it might have been. I think a lot of people were hyped about this game when they showed like the cinematic part of the video, like before gameplay and all that stuff. And then once they got gameplay, when they had one of the directs or state of plays, it was it went all downhill. But despite the reviews, definitely check it out. Especially if it goes free to play, it's worth it. Or if you can find the game pretty cheap, definitely check it out. It's not too bad. But I do like the design of the controller. It gives me retro vibes. Love retro stuff, nostalgia, all that stuff. So I'm glad to add that to the collection. Doing some shelf stuff. So you should see, especially when the Astrobot game comes out, I'll probably do an updated collection of my controllers. So you'll see that one in there as well. I'll kind of get this other big thing out the way. Finally, the PSVR 2 thing went back in one stock. So when this came out originally, early in August, it was like sold out everywhere. Couldn't get it. Scalpers were chomping at the bit, letting these things fly for double the price. Patience virtue, they say. So waited on this one, was able to get it on the PlayStation site at the normal ESRB. But if you have a VR, if you have a PSVR 2, there's some games that are on like Steam VR that you can't get on PlayStation. This is the help with that. So I haven't jumped into it yet, but I think I definitely will kind of get back into that VR mode. So there's some stuff I want to check out, but glad to kind of add that. And I know if you have, there's maybe like one specific graphics card that might even have the adapter already built into it, so you don't even need that. Kind of do your Googles to see which one that is, but if not, definitely grab that. That's pretty much it for as far as like the big stuff. The rest is just gonna be games. Kind of go through these quickly because there's a lot to get through. First off, we'll start with my, I think, only PS4 game. Only reason I got this one, huge fan of the series, and I found it pretty cheap. But this is, and I thought I had it already, but this is The Walking Dead, the Telltale Definitive series. So if you're a fan of the Telltale games, not even just The Walking Dead, but I know they had Batman, they had The Wolf Among Us or something like that, Back to the Future. These were really good games, really good story-driven games, and especially if you're a fan of like Walking Dead, like I am, this was really good. This one comes with all 4 seasons, 400 days, and then the Michonne and some kind of exclusive stuff. So This is on Xbox as well, so if you don't, if you collect for Xbox, you might see that on there as well too. So definitely glad to have that, add that to the collection, because originally they kind of put them out like individually, so that's kind of all in one there. Next up, this one was, in order to get this was a GameStop exclusive. This one is Visions of Mana, and then the GameStop exclusive came with this nice steelbook. This is super dope steelbook. Not a steelbook collector, but I do like that. Just, it's kind of elegant. Gold everywhere. This receipt here. It's kind of the inside there as well. So I've seen, it's weird. Some stuff with GameStop kind of goes up just because it's a GameStop exclusive, but I've seen this go for quite a few dollars now for being a free item to come with if you pre-order it. So Vision of Mana, I'll have to jump into this. I know Sean from the podcast was saying it's pretty good, so I'll have to jump into that at some point. But yeah, if you I'm glad Square Enix is putting something else other than Final Fantasy. Like, their Final Fantasy me to death with that. So something else, something a little different compared. I know Final Fantasy is a huge series, and no shade to it, but just tired of seeing like Square Enix. I know you got some other stuff. Let's put some else out other than Final Fantasy. So next up, this one, another one getting kind of backlash. This is Star Wars Outlaws. This is the limited edition. This version was, I think you can get, so Ubisoft is like notorious for these, like, for different editions for their games, and this is another one. But this one, so there's a gold edition, which comes with like the DLC, like extra missions and stuff like that. There's a special edition, there's a limited edition, and then there's like a standard edition that doesn't have like this bar at the top here. But they all have something different with it, different packs. So, originally when this came out, I wanted to try it right away. Hearing some backlash about it. I don't know, I can probably wait on it a little bit. We talked about this on the podcast a little bit. I feel like if this wasn't a Star Wars game, it probably wouldn't get so much hype behind it as far as negativity. So, let me know if you guys think if this wasn't a Star Wars game, it probably would have been an Assassin's Creed game, yes, or a Far Cry game. But do you think it would have got as much hype as negativity hype that it's getting? So yeah, I'll get a chance at some point. It does suck that it is, requires internet, but it is what it is with a lot of these games today. So, and they have a thing where it's got a game-breaking bug, man. So if you got if you spent the extra money and got the gold edition, the gold edition allowed you to get it like 3 days earlier, so you can get a jump start before everybody else and start playing the game. There was a game-breaking bug where you had to do the update, but in order to do the update, you had to start all over again. So, like, imagine you got the game 3 days earlier. You put 6 hours, 8 hours into it, whatever you put in it, and then this game-breaking bug doesn't allow you to finish the game, so you got to start all over and start the game over, which is terrible. So, hopefully, anybody out there that didn't have to do that, I feel sorry for you. That's pretty trash, personally. Next one up here, we have Asphalt Legends Unite. This is a supercharged edition. I don't know if you guys remember. So this series, Asphalt, it's like a mobile game. So huge mobile racing game on your phones. I'm sure a lot of you probably seen it in like your app stores, or even probably had it preloaded on your phone, tablets, things like that. So we got a console game. So it looks like it does require internet, so it's another internet required game. But yeah, if you're a fan of like the racing games or the asphalt games, it's something that you might want to check out as well. I'd be curious. I haven't looked this up, but I'd be curious if this is free on the App Store. So we'll see. I guess I'll have to check that out. If you know, let me know in the comments. Let's see if it's free on the App Stores there. This next one, I'm surprised this wasn't done by OG Games, Outright Games, but we got Leo the cat, the firefighter cat. So little kiddie game here. Like I said, maybe Maximum Entertainment is kind of getting into this kid stuff. I wish they would stop doing with these white spines here. But yeah, another little kid game. Like I said, I figured Outright would be the ones kind of doing these ones because they have been in the past. But this must be a TV series. I'm not for sure. I guarantee it probably is some kind of cartoon show on like Cartoon Network or Nickelodeon or something like that. But Leo, the firefighter cat. We'll go with this one. This one's dope. So this one is this is the Asian exclusive, Asian version of the game. I can't think of the word, got a blank. But this also came in Japanese too, but it plays in English. This is Bo the Teal Lotus, Path of the Teal Lotus. So it does play in English. This is a really fun game. This is like what's the Silk Song game? I can't even think of the name, but it's a mix between like that. As far as graphically, you know, everything's kind of like hand drawn. You're very Japanese, like very fun game. Highly recommend this one. Bo, Path of the Teal Lotus. I probably could see this coming out to the States at some point. Like I said, it's already in English, so they probably just have to get it rated for here in the States. But it is on the Play Store if you want to download it or if you want to import it. Very fun game. Definitely check that one out. Great one. We're gonna get in some of these obscure German ones here. This is Chicken. I don't know how to say it in German, but this is damn near the Chicken Run games. This is Indiana Jones 2. I'm just gonna call it that. But yeah, it's another German exclusive. We got like one of these here in the States. It's like Chicken Run, but it was another weird one. I can't think of what it was called, but we got one. I want to say it was done through like GS2 Games, but I know Germany, PAL, been kind of getting these ones here. So another not so good German game, terrible, but it is what it is. I mean, it's expected at this point. Speaking of German games, we'll just stick on that topic. We just finished up with the Olympics, but we got the Summer Games Challenge. The guy's like, yeah! So I know a lot of you probably watched the Olympics, or seen a lot of coverage about it, but we got another Olympics game. There's another one, it's like Winter Games Challenge, so came out at kind of the appropriate time with the Olympics just ending, so that one there. Stick here. They won't, as this title says, die. These won't die. This is Delivery Driver Simulator. So if you ever wanted to, be a delivery driver and it didn't want to, actually work, here you go. This is it right here. So if you wanted to be an Amazon person but didn't really want to sign up and apply for Amazon, that's the way to do it right there. I'll go through these real quick here. These were super sticky. I don't know why. I gotta get that off. Get that stickiness off. So I missed a couple of limited run games, but luckily there's a few people near the store that kind of will go in there for people and get the games at their stores, because a lot of their there's a certain amount they got to print off. So a lot of them, if other retailers don't buy them, they'll send them to their stores. So luckily there's a few guys out there that will do the due diligence and go in there and take requests of stuff that people miss. So these were two that I missed. The Gardens Between, so I was lucky to get that one added to the collection, which is number 93 for limited run. Damn, let's say PS5 is going on, is it 4 or 5 years now in November, so we're already at 93. I'd be curious if how the PlayStation 4 was at around the same time, so I have to look that up. Yeah, The Gardens Between, not really sure what this one's about. Looks like kind of a puzzler type game. So, and then we got Grey Lancer and Gynog, I have no idea if I'm saying that right. Combo pack. This is number 92. So some shmups there. If you're a fan of shmups, this is probably one to kind of be on the lookout for. I got this cheap actually, because it was kind of hard to find, but it was already open, which is fine. I'll probably play it. Nice little manual in there as well too, and a little different cover, looks like on the back. So glad to finally get those added back into the collection, because I missed those limited run ones. So alright, we winding down, y'all. Probably got about 20-ish more games here, so I don't know if that's really winding down, but there's some little controversy about this one kind of that popped up. So Outer Wilds, Annapurna, I Am 8-Bit. So they have like a astrological edition on their site on I Am 8-Bit. Comes with like a big package of some stuff that I don't really need, so I end up just going with the retail version. But every PS5 version, they said, doesn't come with the DLC on the disc, or even like has a code in the game. So even though it's advertised, you're missing that. So if you get this game, and I'll be curious because I know the ones from the site haven't shipped yet. If you get this do a different retailer, it'll just be this copy of it. But I'd be curious if they change up the disc on those ones. But for the time being, if you end up getting this game and you want the DLC, just reach out. I want to say I ended up doing that. You go to support.im8bit.com and they'll just ask for proof of your receipt, and then they'll send you over the code. So, I'll be curious if they end up just either repackaging these games with the code in it, or putting like some kind of paper or emailing the code to the people that bought their games instead of just messing with it on the disc. So, but if you get this game and you're like, where's the other stuff that's supposed to go with it, you gotta email them in order to get that. Unless they come out in the future to fix it, we'll see. Another Horror Tales. This is The Beggar. Pretty dope cover. This cover actually does glow in the dark as well. Nice slip cover. This one actually comes with the code for the wine, Horror Tales The Wine. So, which is a physical game as well. So, if you don't care about getting both of them, I would say probably just get this one because you're gonna get both games if you don't care about the code. But yeah, I heard this one's probably a little bit better than the first one as well too. So I'll have to jump into that at some point. But I like the slip cover. Like I said, it is glow in the dark as well too, which is pretty dope. So we get into the spooky season, which is upon us. We're in the Burr months, so spookiness is among us. This one's fun. I haven't played the first two. This is Cat Quest 3. I know there is I think Switch. I know PS4 has a 1 and 2 bundled. I think Switch has all three of them bundled. So I'll be curious if that comes out in the summer, in the future. But the perfect cat adventure. This comes with an exclusive map and sticker sheet, but really fun game. If you haven't played any of them, like I have, I just jumped into it. It's pretty easy to kind of jumping right into pirate adventure here, killing enemies. It's a lot of fun. So if you've played the first two, you already kind of know what you're getting into. I recommend that one. I almost was tempted to kind of get the PS4 double pack, but not really going for PS4 stuff, so I'll probably pass. Hopefully they come out with an all three bundle at some point. We got another race car game, not race car, but Monster Jam Showdown here. So I want to say this might be the first Monster Jam PS5 game we got here. It's been a while since we had a monster truck. I say there was one when it originally came out. I want to say it's called Monster Truck. I think it's really called Monster Truck or something like that. But yeah, so if you're a fan of monster trucks, Monster Jam, all that kind of stuff, grab that one. What was the guy? Oh man, what was the guy's name back in the day? He was Bigfoot. Yes, Bigfoot. Yeah, that was like Bigfoot was like Hulk Hogan for wrestling. Like everybody knew who Bigfoot was. It was like the most popular monster truck back in the day. So do your Googles and look up Bigfoot. Not talking about the monster, talking about the truck. Kind of early what I was talking about. Concord got that one. A fun, like I said, fun game. Just if you play with people that know what they're doing. 5v5, you know, hero shooter, online only. Despite, like I said, despite the sales numbers and people saying like the long wait times, I never really didn't have any issue on the PlayStation. So, you know, I got right back in a match. Match ended. Got right back in. Didn't really have to wait too long. So, I don't know. And, you know, crossplay is turned on. So, I don't know if people just having, if they turned crossplay off on the PC or what. So, decent game. Saijin All Gun Blazing. This one, the reason so I played this one. This was free on the Epic's Game Store. That's why this one's not open. I probably will open it just to get the trophies on the PlayStation. But highly recommend this one. Konami. This is a great like cinematic shoot 'em up game. Graphics look amazing. I want to say this studio, Killworks, is probably I think this is their first game, and if this is their first game, I'd be curious to see what they do next, because like the graphics look amazing, the gameplay is really fun and challenging. This, I would say, there's a little bit of a learning curve. Like there's a little tutorial that you can do to you know, kind of figure out the controls, but it's like an old school type of game. Like it's like an old school type of mini game to kind of help you with the controls. I feel like it didn't help me as much, but I think the more you die and the more you kind of get used to it, you kind of pick up the stuff. But highly recommend this one. I can definitely see this one kind of being a little bit harder to find, rare-ish in the future. Check this out now. Check it out, please. Do yourself a favor and get that one. Let's put these together here. Let me find the other one. Like, hurry to heal up. Okay, here we go. So, another limited run. So these are number 77. This is Rocket Knight Adventures. This was the standard limited run version of it. Rocket Knight Adventures resparked classic Genesis game, and then so San Diego Comic-Con happened and limited run was there, so they had a few different covers that were that they brought there and that you could only get there until they probably didn't sell enough. So they made an online event where you can grab them if you missed the event. So but yeah, that this is the original cover from the Genesis, which I think is probably I like a lot better. But I had to grab both of them here, just a little variant options there. But great game, whichever version copy you get, it's really good game. So, so that there, I think that might be it for the limited runs. Nope, I lied. This is the last one for limited run. All right, and oddly enough, this is Pentiment. Xbox game. Like I said, it's really weird to see the Xbox game studio on a PlayStation game, but I'm sure it's probably the same with MLB The Show, because that had the PlayStation logo on the Xbox. So not really sure what this one's about, but it is a limited run. This is number 94, and it originally was an Xbox game. So Pentiment. Yeah, let me know. Is this something to kind of check out? What I might do, I think this is on Game Pass. I might just check it on Game Pass before I try it on here. So, you know how it goes. We'll go with this one here. White Day 2, The Flower That Tells Lies. This is the complete edition. I feel like this game, if I'm thinking of the same game, I want to say White Day, the first one. I thought it was terrible. I think I had it on PS4. I can't remember if it came out on PS5 or not. I'm trying to remember. If I'm thinking of the same game where you start off in the school and like White Day is like, it's like a event that happens yearly. Yeah, I think it was, return to high school in search of the dark truths that remain hidden. Investigate bizarre. Yeah, I didn't care for the first one. But apparently a lot of people did because they made a second one. So I'd be curious if this one's a lot better than the first one. I wasn't a fan, but if you're, obviously spooky season's up here, it's one to kind of check out. So another horror type game there. White Day 2. Next one up, we got another kind of looks like a farming game, Sunnyside. So you just kind of purchase your plot of land in Japan, so you want to create your own homestead and do all that farming stuff. So if you're a fan of those kind of builder farmer games, that'd be something to kind of check out there. Welcome to Sunnyside. Let's go with this one. Gundam Breaker 4 Launch Edition here. So if you're a fan of mechs, or if you played the other Gundam games, I'm sure you probably had this one. I'm not a huge fan of the mech type games, but this one might have to pop in there at some point. This one does come with, like, I want to say a sticker sheet and like a poster or something like that, 'cause it's a little bit thick. So it is the launch edition, so if they sold enough, they might get rid of this little launch edition here and just be a regular edition without the extra goodies here. So create and customize your own Gunpla and then put it to test in thrilling combat missions in Gundam Breaker 4. Baby. Let's go with this one here. Next one up, we got the Bitmap Bureau Collection. It comes with Xeno Crisis, Battle Axe, and Final Vendetta. This is the deluxe edition. This deluxe edition was exclusively through VGP. So you get all three kind of retro classics there in this nice little box. I want to say it comes with 5 postcards, CD soundtrack, and an art book as well. So Battle Axe and Final Vendetta, I think they were both on PS5. I'm not for sure about Battle Axe. I want to say it is, but I'm not totally for certain. I'm for certain on Final Vendetta. Xeno Crisis was never. So yeah, I've heard good things about Xeno Crisis. I think I actually played that for the Switch. Kind of reminds me of like Contra. And Battle Axe. I feel like I played Battle Axe. Yes, I did. I think it is. It is. So yeah, Battle Axe is on PS5 as a standalone. Same with Final Vendetta. Final Vendetta, I want to say it was a limited run distribution. It wasn't a numbered one. But yeah, so I'm kind of glad to get Xeno Crisis on the PS5. Nice little slip box, kind of deluxe edition. So I'm glad to add that to the collection. Like I said, standard version you can get retail, but if you want the deluxe, it's only available through the VGP guys. And I lied. This is another limited run one. Colossal Cave, right there. It's a little puzzle type game. This is not like a numbered game. This was just distributed by them, so I think you can still get it on like Amazon, places like that. I don't know if, well, it might be through other retailers too, but I know they have a store through Amazon. So Colossal Cave, 14 massive regions, breathtaking cave dweller creatures. So Colossal Cave, that's another one. Oh man, okay, we got about 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11 more. Thanks for hanging with 30 minutes in, guys. Like, hang with me. It's funny, like this is a very controversial month, it seems like, with games. August was. So, well, we had Concord, we had Star Wars, and then we got Dustborn. And it's crazy to me. This one, I seen Gore was playing it. I've seen some other videos about it. it's weird because like Quadic, or I think it's Quadic Dream. Yeah, Quadic Dream made this one, and they did some really good games. Like what's the game called? What's the most recent? Something. I can't think of it. I'm drawing a blank. Anyways, they have some really good, like, visually stunning games. They came out PS4, PS3. And so I'm kind of shocked with this one. This one, apparently people hate it. They think it's woke. So, I don't know. Check it out for yourself. It does come in a nice little big box. Maybe they knew what was going to happen. So, hey, let's give you some stuff to make up for it. But yeah, it's a one-player game. You know, lead your crew of outcasts on a road trip packed with mishaps, mayhem, and music. So, Dustborn, jump into it, check it out, make your own decision if you like it or not. And if you like it, just don't tell anybody. That's all you gotta do, man. Just don't tell nobody. Yeah, man, this game sucks. Yeah, it does suck. Damn, that's a good game. So next one up. I want to say this is a visual novel. Tales of Tokiyoki. I'm butchering that name. Toyoki. How the the Witch. This is another, like I said, visual novel type game. Not really big into that. I think the only visual novel game that I can say that I really enjoyed, just because it's like different and spooky, is the Doki Doki Literature Club. Just because it's just wild, crazy. Like I said, I'm not really a fan of the visual novels, but if you are, check out Tales of Toyotoki. There you go, Toyotoki. I'm running with it, so no edits here. We're just running with it, guys.
I can't do it. We'll do it live. Okay. We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live.
Next up, it would not be a Pickups video without Red Art Games, baby. Red Art Games. Shouts out to them. No, but they do these like the deluxe version of these games that are the same price as the regular ones, but they come with, you know, obviously a nice like slipcover, and some other good stuff. So like Brotato came with like a potato, like squishy. I think I put it away. Squishy, and then Nuclear Blades came with some kind of like keychain here. I can't remember what it was, but yeah. So shouts out to them. These games are like super cheap. I want to say they're limited to, maybe these ones are like limited to maybe like roughly like 500 or 1,000. I don't remember how many they make. And they're the same price as the regular ones, but you get some extra goodies with it too. So Nuclear Blaze and Brotato, awesome. How I'm doing these ones with with Red Art Games is, if it doesn't get an ESRB version of it, I'll get the PAL versions of it, obviously. But if it does come in ESRB, I'll get that one. So some of these, like, it's cool because if you get a lot of these, they all have like the spines that kind of match up, so you can kind of put them in together. So I'll be missing some of them because some of the games that they did deluxe didn't came out in ESRB, so I just got those versions because I could double dip, but when I put my hand up on my hip, that's when you don't dip. So yeah, that's it for those two games, for Red Art Games. Got a few more. We'll go with a couple of German one. Memoria. This is like a little puzzle game here. This is a German exclusive here. It's in German, so I have no idea what this stands. But as far as like what it typically looks like on the back here, it kind of reminds me of it. But yeah, if you're like a guy with a blockhead looks like a puzzle, check out that one there. And I'll go with this last German release. there's no shortage of simulations games on the PS5, but there is a shortage of fishing ones. So we got another fishing game. I want to say there might be one other one. I'm just thinking about it on the PS5, and I could be wrong on that one. But we do have a little fishing simulator for the PS5. It is a German exclusive 3D fishing die simulation. See, even Germany wants these things to die. So, but yeah, if you're a fan of fishing, I'm sure this is probably not the best type of fishing game. But if something we want to check out, add to the collection. I like these little weird, like, just German games, just odd ones. Check that one out. A few Japanese games. I got Rusted Moss. I want to say this one plays in English as well. Cover looks pretty dope. Not really sure what this is, but it kind of looks pretty cool. So, but I want to say this one does play in English, so I don't think give that one a go. Some of these games you'll probably see some gameplay on them as well, so kind of check out and judge if you want to do that. But Rusted Moss, Japanese exclusive currently. We'll go with Tokyo Psychodemic. I want to say this is another visual novel as well. This one came with the soundtrack, which I put away. I don't think this one is in English, so another exclusive here. Not sure if we'll get this one here in the States or a PAL, but if you're a fan, if you know anything about this, I would say this is probably like a series or an anime or something like that. If I was guessing, the way their presentation looked on this one looks like it's already a series. So this one, I can't remember I'll throw the title up on the video. I don't know I can't remember the first name of this one. The Quest of Memories, something Quest of Memories. It's another Japanese exclusive. I want to say this one is in English as well. So yeah, I will throw it up on the video, the actual name of it, but I cannot think of the life of me. So we got that one there. Graven. This guy looks crazy. He's got like something crazy on his neck, holding somewhat of some powerful book with a staff of lightning. Graven. Mystery and action awaits the gritty first-person adventure. Explore dark fantasy world, upgrade your weapons, and learn new spells. Slay 20 different distant enemies and 3 bosses. There you go. Graven. I'll throw some gameplay up because I haven't checked this one out. This one, I thought I got lost. The company refunded me because this should have been in like last month's video. It got super delayed. They had no tracking for it, and then they ended up refunding me, but the game showed up, so I'll take a free game, I guess. Appreciate that. This next one, I think this is like Underclaw. It's a Japanese exclusive here. Not sure what type of game this one is. Looks like it's something with cats. I'll throw some gameplay up there. I want to say it's called Underclaw or Unclaw or something like that. But yeah, the artwork looks pretty dope, psychedelic. And last but damn near not least, we got what I like to call you guys out there, a bunch of wild bastards. Wild bastards here. Saddle up and lead the most notorious outlaws in the galaxy. So this is like a a quick draw type game. Obviously you're a deadly gang here, going to eliminate other outlaws from one another. So it looks pretty fun. The name itself is probably one of the best names out there for a game. So you bunch of wild bastards out there, check that one out. And let me know what you think. So, quick draw. We'll get you. But yeah, Wild Bastards there. Give that one a go. I definitely think I will. So, but yo, I appreciate you guys. 40 minutes in. Did it a little different from the last size video. Kind of went back to the traditional. Yeah. So that is it for the PS5 pickups for the month of August. I'm James. Please like, share, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. Share this out, comment, all that stuff. I definitely appreciate you guys. Please check out the podcast we do on the weekends. Me, Will, and Sean, and our random guests that we have. But again, appreciate you guys. And until next time, guys. Peace.